to have our morning conversation. Yesterday we had men calling in. Aki, that guy who is treated like a houseboy by his wife. Did you listen to him? Bibi akienda kazi anawatia watoto aoshe nyumba, aoshe vyombo, apikie watoto, atanaambiwa wadakula hii leo, pika. Akifika late ni problem. And this is the crazy thing about yesterday. The ladies didn't call in. The ladies did not call in. Why? Because I refuse to believe those men. There is no man who can be treated like that by his wife. There is none. Unless, ladies, you confirm to me. How do you treat your man?
Yesterday, men opened their hearts to you. Something that's
I don't believe them.
That's something very rare.
I don't believe them. They were trying to act like victims. I don't believe that. Which woman can treat a man like that? Eh? Which woman can treat a man like that?
So those men were pretending.
They must have.
They're acting victims.
Yes. They were playing victim. They wanted sympathy. Which woman can treat a husband like that?
Sasa.
Me, I refuse to believe them.
And when a man opens his heart to talk to you, just know that's a very rare thing. Eh? Because kimafrika unafaa ujikaze. Yetu unajua uko na saitani kwa nyumba. There's no peace.
Ladies, I want you to give me a call. Yesterday you were missing in action and I wonder
Sasa,
why.
Wangepiga wakwambie nini?
The truth. Ladies, you heard the men who called in yesterday. I want to hear from you today.
You don't just hear them talking here. You've never stayed with a woman for a whole 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4. Why?
So then why are you there?
Do you know women change? Ama unafikiriaga ni hivi unaona hapa. Do you know they change? Wewe unajua hivyo? You marry someone kasichana kazuri kwa kanisa. Anabadilika kabisa mpaka anavuruta sigara karibu andiko la Kenya Railway. Gari ya moshi. Yeah?
So let me ask you, if it's so bad staying with them, where do you stay with them?
You know, that's a very complicated question, because there are other issues.
It didn't make sense.
There are children, there are families.
If where you are, as a man, you're demasculated by a woman.
Usifikiri yo kuachana pia ni rahisi hivyo unafikiri.
If you're treated like a houseboy, you don't have standing as the head of the house.
Unajua.
The children don't respect you. Why are you there? If all you get is a heartbreak and tears, why are you there?
Because this is not how it began.
So, but it's how it is. Why are you there?
In most cases, wewe ndio ulisaidia even this lady akasoma, akapata kazi, you know, na vitu zikakuja zikaharibika. Then she transforms in front of you kabisa na mpaka watoto wana influence. Sasa
see, then you walk away.
Go where?
Go to your mother's house.
Why are you making it look so easy?
Because it is. Me, I can't stay in a place where I'm not happy.
So you build your family, your house, watoto ndio hata wanaenda university.
Which man can agree to be treated like that? And which woman can treat a man like that? Able ladies, give me a call. Because me, I don't believe them.
So unataka wakudanganye sasa?
No, they tell me the truth.
You know they're going to lie to you.
Okay, if you treat your husband like a houseboy, call me. If you do not see him as the head of the house, call me.
Unangojea nyoka ikwambie inaweza kukuuma.
Guy. Ladies, you didn't call in yesterday. I want to hear from you today.
Waliambiwa ukweli. And it's true. And there are a lot of men suffering and crying.
Why are you crying? So you go away. No, you.
They're in prison.
Oh, I'm treated like a houseboy. Oh, hata ameniwachia vyombo nioshe saa hii. Oh, watoto wako na uchafu nafaa kuwaosha. Oh, igua, kibodo kigima, a full grown man.
especially if you had money na ikapotea.
Ladies call me,
my friend, na yeye akwe yeye ndiye ana provide in a way.
0711046105 is my number. Let's talk.
Na watoto ndio hao wanaenda kumaliza university. Ewe mubaki yeye wewe na yeye.
You make it sound like it's such a desperate, hopeless situation and you cannot move. Why can't you move? Hit me up on my fan page on Facebook. Let's hook up on Twitter.
Na kuna kitu mbaya kama uwezi shtaki kwa polisi, uwezi ambia wazazi, uwezi ambia your friends, yani you are just suffering there. Yani unaumia kwa nini? You have your position.
I don't believe house. You. Ladies, give me a call. 0711046105. Which woman treats her husband like that?
It's very unfortunate.
Able talk to me. We're talking about these women who treat them. Yesterday the men called in. Oh, they opened their hearts and they cried tears. Me, I'm trying to wonder which woman can treat a man like that? Which woman? Yeah? See, Casti, good morning. You're saying I don't even get to understand how Maina tends to believe women more. Men are vulnerable in everyone's mind. Me, I didn't believe those ones who called in yesterday. Shira Maina, I agree with you. There's a man out there crying of being mistreated. It's either he doesn't know his responsibilities or ameolewa. Charles Maina is saying, when you see guys flooding in clubs past working hours, it's not because they love alcohol. It's because kwa nyumba hakukaliki. Hey. Victoria Irene is saying there must be something that man has been doing to her before. He cannot be treated like a houseboy out of nothing. He's not a tree. If he feels enough is enough, let him move out. Kwani ni nini? Dr. Emeja Moses is saying we have dangerous and troublesome women outside here. They take advantage of their men's politeness and generosity. Men, watch out. Don't allow your wife to overpower you. Yeah. Where are these men? Where are these women who treat men like this? Hey. Mutave Kemilu, good morning. You're saying, sorry, I'm not assuming. I know we can't all be the same, but my worry is... Hold on, where is that tweet again? Guy, and I was just reading your tweet, it can disappear. I'll find it. Where are you there then? See you go. And that's the question I'm asking this morning. Nini, where are these women who treat men like this?
Good morning, Maina.
Morning, my dear.
Salimia King'ang'i yako hapo.
Yeah.
Wacha nikwambie Maina.
Hao
wanaume usiwahurumie hata kidogo kwa sababu utakuta saa ile ako job. Sasa saa ile si ako na pesa ako poa.
Yes.
Ameweka girlfriend hata nini analala nje hata weekend mzima anamaliza apatikani anakuja home late anakuonyesha madharau. Unaona?
Yes.
Sasa hiyo haoni kama wewe ni mtu. Sasa bahati mbaya kazi inaisha Maina, pesa zinaisha. Sasa zikiisha anarudi kwa nyumba sasa anakaa. Sasa ukiwa hawezi enda kwa hao girlfriends juu sasa hana pesa hawawezi kumtaka. Na sasa unexpect mimi nifanye nini Maina? Sasa nalive hapo akae kwa nyumba hata hizo vyombo waoshe. Usiwahurumie wengine, wao huwa waona mistriti. Wanatumistriti sana, wacha nikwambie Maina. Mimi hiyo ni kitu nimepitia.
Alifanyaje bwana yako?
Saa ile hamuna kitu. Saa ile anakuwa anachapa rami anakuja amekauka mdomo hata hana hata sigara. Saa hiyo mko pamoja. Wacha aweke kama 20,000 hivi kwa nini kwa mfuko. Haoni kama wewe ni mtu. Hata hakuji home. Anaweka girlfriend hapa huku. Wacha waoshe vyombo, siwezi wahurumia mimi.
Hebu nikuulize. Bwana yako alikuonyesha madharau alafu bahati mbaya ikafanyika?
Tulikuwa tuna haso. Wakarudi akashika laini akaanza kupata pesa. Alinionyesha Maina, mimi tu ndio ninajua. Alikuwa na girlfriend kama 3 kando.
Alafu ikabadilika, pesa yake ikaisha.
Pesa inarudi inaisha, sasa anakuja kujikuja hapo. Wacha waoshe vyombo wacheji mpaka watoto diaper. Wacha wabadilishe diaper na waende paka soko kama umekaa. Hao watu huwa wanatumistriti vibaya sana. Hata sisi ni watu. Wacha waone hivyo Maina.
Okay.
Neguo.
Asante sana Neguo. Hey.
Bado unataka kuendelea na topic?
What I'm getting is you create the scenario yourself. Yeah. Ladies,
Nini na umesikia? Hai.
Wacha waoshe vyombo. No, we are talking about these women who treat men so badly. Prince Vince kameingia kiao. You're very right. Kameingia mpaka kwa Bondomaru na kuambia. So where are these women? James Barago, I like your tweet. It's very, very interesting. You say, good men are the custodians of these unmasked, lethal, pretentious women. The day you realize their true colors, it's at that point of enough is enough. And you thank him for guiding you and showing you the way to live. Monique Kims, you're saying these men are crybabies. What do you expect when you mistreat your wife and call her names just because you've got money? Then when you go broke, you expect her to treat you well? You forget what goes around comes around. Dawa ni ile ile. Very interesting. And there's something Monique Kim said yesterday. If you want to change what you're getting from your wife, change what you're giving to your wife. David Ogeto, good morning. You're saying, Jehovah says the mind or heart of mankind is treacherous. Who can know? There's a hidden agenda here. For me, a woman cannot treat me like a houseboy. She will find herself in a hospital or a mortuary. Really? Yesterday, the guys called in. Yesterday, the gentleman called in. Hey. Ved Morage Paul Dongo, are you continuing a conversation with Kina Carol Rokahu here? Because the things you're saying, let me not even read this tweet. It looks like you're deep inside a conversation. My God. Gashoki P, good morning. You're saying women are the same, my brothers. Tomorrow, it might be you, Tujipange. And we missed the opportunity to take it to BBI. It's that serious. Queen B, Carol Rokaro, you say most ladies will sit down and take all the nonsense men can give. But the minute they decide to revenge, even the devil himself will sit down and take notes. Do men understand that? Hello?
Morning, darling. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
There's a say of Kikuyu which says, naulize wakanaye what means, mutumia etago mutumia ni gutumiria.
A woman is called a woman because of shutting up. Kutumia mtomo.
Maza.
Kunyamaza.
Exactly.
And
I want to talk to Kenyangi. Junafikanga saa zingine anahepa.
Ngoja, Kenyangi yako hapa, ongea na yeye.
Niko hapa.
Kenyangi.
Yes.
Treat me like a queen and I'll treat you like a king.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu saa zile una uwezo, una pesa, una kila kitu. Hata kama sina. Si mnasemanga bibi ni wa kukaa nyumbani aletewe. Treat me like a queen. Because you never know. Mungu hakulangi ugali.
That's true.
Inaweza overturn. Na saa zile huyo mama anavumilia. Hujui anaweka nini. Anaswalo. Siku ile ata vomit. Kengangi. Hey, that's why these men are getting such treat. I cannot pity them.
You cannot pity them.
I cannot.
Have you been through something like that yourself?
I thank God I'm single.
Yeah.
And every time I listen to classic,
yeah,
I don't call because I want to call.
Yeah.
I always learn a lesson.
You always learn a lesson.
Yeah, and that's why I love classic.
Thank you.
So we don't call so that I can, I can comment and all that, but I learn a lesson. Ni mara ngapi wanasemanga they don't trust their wife. The only person they trust is their mother.
Mara mingi sana.
Mara mingi. Ebu niambie, such a lady anasikiza vitu kama hizo. Alafu una pesa, siku moja ukose. Atakwambiaje enda kwa mamako?
Unamuamini enda kwake.
Yes, sasa si unaambia Keng'ang'i waende kwa mama yao. Sahi waende kwa mama yao. Because you never treated your wife the right way.
Yes.
So please, a human is always a human. Haimaanishi wewe ni mwanamume ama wewe ni mwanamke. Because the feelings I have is the same feelings a man has.
Yes.
So we should learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keng'ang'i. Unanisikiza?
Tumesikia.
Niulize swali.
Hakuna swali.
Yeah, exactly. So treat muongeli vizuri, siku ile utazeeka, wacha hivi vile utakosa. Atakuosha, atakufanyia kila kitu. Juu atakumbuka kitu moja mzuri ulimtendea.
Amen.
Na atakurudishia vizuri.
Amen.
Have a good day, Maina.
Have a good day. Wow. Every time I listen to Classic 105, I learn a lesson.
Huyo ako single. Yo amejisomesha hapa shule ya Maina. Graduating class of 2021.
Ati ni shule ya Maina.
Yeah. Umang'ani nguvu. That is your
school motto.
Yeah. Maina School of Umang'a.
Umang'a ni nguvu.
Yeah. Sisikize mtu. Dikihota.
Dikihota.
Yeah. Sawa.
Ni mayaka hiki.
Kama umenunua school bus. Imeandikwa hivyo.
Umang'a ni nguvu.
Maina Kageni High School. Admitting ladies only wa Umang'a. From Kilimani and environs. Wacha tuone you are graduating students wa 2021. Ndio hapo.
Oh my God. Okay, talk to me.
Chukua moja upgrade.
Discussion though. Hey, what a morning I've had. Guys, I hope you've learned from your ladies this morning. Really, George McLeod, a very good morning to you. Purity here, they're saying, you reap what you sow. Tit for tat is a very fair game. So tell those men crying there to wipe their fake tears and reap peacefully. Turus. Guy. Fifi Njao, good morning, my darling. Mitambo, my darling. Mitambo. I hope you've learned, guys, that it's what you put in that you get out. Peter Kimatia, good morning. You're saying never ever treat an African woman kama mayai ya kuku. Utalilia kwa choo. Weka speed governor na dictator. Things will work in your family. Shira Mainesin wanasema they learned lessons from us, especially hapo wewe usema the only woman to trust in ni mama yako pekee. You've heard from the lady you called in earlier. So I want you to have the final word. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes.
I wanted to contribute to the topic of women treating their men badly.
Karibu.
Yeah, and I wanted to let you know sometimes it's beyond us.
Yeah.
Personally, I got married very young.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish university.
Yeah.
Then he had finished university.
Yeah.
And he was working.
Uh-huh.
During this time he was working, he used to mistreat me. He would call me uneducated.
Yeah.
He'd say I didn't finish school because I was loose. Yet he was the first guy.
Yeah.
Then he would leave 100 bob.
Yeah.
And call during the day to ask what we bought.
Yeah. 100.
100. Then I used to tell him, don't give me money. Just shop for the house. Just leave food. Don't even give me food, money food. He would not do that. Then he's expecting that 100 bob, bought gas and bought sijui what for cooking. His life, he was working in a very good job. So during the day, he'd buy drinks for his friends. He'd go out and have his life.
Yeah.
So at one point, I went back to my parents, went back to school.
Yeah.
And finished my school.
Yeah.
Then I went back because of the kids. I just thought, let me go back because of the kids.
Yeah.
During that time I went back, I was mistreated times 3.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, I was applying for jobs.
Yeah.
I got a job, a very good job.
Yeah.
Then, down the line, he lost his job.
Yeah.
The first 1 year was very good. I just thought, anyway, I'll not revenge.
Yeah.
Then he'd borrow money, I give him. When he has money, he becomes rude.
Yeah.
So, I decided now, even you, I'll be talking to you the way I want.
Yeah.
So sometimes I would leave him 100 bob. I tell him, I find you, you fed the children. I find you, you cleaned the clothes, you bought Omo, you know.
Yeah.
And then I tell him, you know what? If you feel you're tired, even you go to your parents. Even me, I went to my parents. Go back to your mother.
Guy.
Sometimes I'd enter the door and ask him, you've not cleaned when your heart is just lying around there.
Guy.
Actually, it was so, I used to feel so guilty.
Yeah.
I have a good heart, but some days, my demonic horns would just show. I bought a car. Sometimes you borrow me a lift. I refuse. I just pass him.
You pass him. Hold on. Unampita kwa barabara.
Nampita, nampatia 10 bob, namwambia isipotosha apigie mama yake.
Guy.
Then one day I just decided, this is too much. Nikasema, acha tu nimuondokee.
Yeah.
So I just left him. I thought, you know what? I'll probably stress him to death, and my revenge, I might end up being punished by God. So I left him. I left him. I left with my kids. I've lived with my kids now for the last 2 years, and we've been okay. But I'm sure if he called today your station, he'll be like, "Guy, women are so bad." Didn't me? I was given 10 bob. I was given that guy. I was given 10 bob. Why were you given that 10 bob? And used to bring even women in my house.
Yeah.
And you know, like they've come out from partying. Some girls have blacked out at the back seat of his car with his friends.
Yeah.
He brought the women, and there are kids in the house. Now because he had a very nice car, so the girls, I think she was just a magnet. The girls would just come glued to the car, paka uko kwa bumper. So now, our tenants wampe hizo 10 bob, zame hiyo 50 bob, you wanted to go to town. So sometimes, and the girls are very diligent and good wives. But sometimes you think these women turn evil because even you did things to them that make them think, I gave you my life, I was willing to settle, I sacrificed, kona mjinga. Now I'm mjinga kerevuka, don't call classic crying apple. You just go to your mother and cry.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's bad, but sometimes they drive you up a wall. So that the day you're up and on your feet, you're thinking, dude, what did you take me for? When you thought me I'm useless, like, how could I have this much power? Now you will see. But sometimes it's not good. It's not good. You actually, some days I'd feel sorry for him and I'd give him more cash. But wacha tu ashike pesa hizi, tena ameenda raundi zake. So it's their behavior. So there are two sides to a coin. Let nobody call and say how they were treated. Ask them, what did you ever do? I don't think there's any woman who doesn't love being loved. So if she ever settled with you, you loved her, you showed her love, why did she come to your house? Why did she change? Let nobody call that station and start saying that women are mad. What did you do to that woman? If there is anything that women know, it's how to love. So there is something you did that turned her into a demon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. Lesson learned, guys. Beware of the currency you use with your woman, because there shall come a time when she shall repay you in the same coin.